All right. Hey YouTube, I'm Lucky, and this is your weekly Xur PSA video. He's located in the Winding Cove, in the usual spot. Climbing up here. Let's look at the exotics he has. He has the Telesto, which is the best exotic for this week's Grandmaster. If you don't have it, which I think most of you already probably do, but if you don't have it, make sure to grab this. If you're trying to beat any difficulty of the Nightfall, this will make it so much easier with the proper build. If you haven't seen that video, go watch that video. I cover the build that you want to use for that. Next up, we have the Bombardiers, which have been buffed recently, and this roll does have like a decent stat distribution with mobility, discipline, recovery, 65 overall, so not too bad. Maybe give them a try since they've been updated. The MK44 standard sights give you an overshield while you're running your shoulder charge, which not my preferred tactic of gameplay when I'm on my Titan, but if you like to shoulder charge, you'll probably like these to a certain degree. We got 16 recovery and 23 intellect, so this will help get your supers back real fast. Pretty strong. And then we got a 61 stat Winter's Guile with pretty crazy distribution though, 20 recovery and 24 strength. So the trade-off for having a lower stat roll at 61 instead of like mid 60s is pretty good on this, because that distribution is kind of insane. That's exactly what you want, especially on an exotic that's focused for melees. Next up, we have the GN7 pulse rifle. This one has swashbuckler, grave robber. You're not really trying to punch people when you have a pulse rifle, so the synergy between these two perks is amazing. Grave robber and swashbuckler always go together really well, but on a pulse rifle, probably not the best. Next up, we have the 7 Seraph Officer Revolver. The best roll for this is a payload on it, and you can't get that payload perk, or this one doesn't have that payload perk rather, with firmly planted osmosis. Osmosis really being kind of a wasted perk, so you can skip that one. The Gnawing Hunger with multi-kill clip, not too bad, but an average roll at best. The Distant Tumulus with Pulse Monitor opening shot is definitely below average roll for that one. The Wishbringer with Field Prep opening shot, below average. And the Temptation Soak with Relentless Strike and Guard is a below average sword as well. The bottom dollar showing up here is really cool and exciting. I wish it had a better roll. Dragonfly roll, probably decent for PvE. You might want to grab it, let it collect some dust in the vault. Perhaps there'll be a time and a place for it, but this roll overall, not the best. Lastly, let's go over all the armor. We have a 60 stat roll. Gauntlet for the Hunter. It's got 15 resilience, 18 strength. 60 stat roll here with 16 mobility, 14 discipline, 12 strength. Nothing too impressive about 60 stat rolls. They're kind of common now, you know? You're kind of looking for something in like the upper, like the mid 60s. If anything, 58 stat roll and 59 stat roll. So armor-wise, really doesn't have anything too impressive. Weapon-wise, not anything too crazy either. Mostly it's just these exotic armor pieces that are pretty decent, you know, 66 stat roll, 65 stat roll in the Telesto. So a pretty average week for Xur this week. Let me know which items you'll be grabbing from Xur in the comments down below. Make sure to subscribe if you enjoyed. Smash the like button. See you in the next one. Later.